Hey everybody, how you doing? Welcome back to Mayfield Family Farm. So I want to give you an update halfway through, well, just the beginning of summer, halfway through the year, and wanted to show you how well the garden is growing around the rabbit dome. We have some comfrey, some Malabar spinach, and a couple jasmine plants, and want to show you how the Malabar spinach vines are growing on the outside as well as the inside of the dome, and some of the future plans with that, and of course some of our pathways and what we're doing there to keep them clear. So here's what it looks like right now. And here's the outside of the rabbit dome with all the Malabar spinach and comfrey growing. You can see the vines doing really good out here on the outside. And in time, hopefully this season, they will completely cover up most of the areas. Not much sun gets through anyway, just because of where the sun orientation is with our property and these giant trees that are above the rabbit dome. The rabbit dome sits under. So as you can see this side over here, the vines are doing the smallest. This vines here is just a wild vine, but this here and over here is the Malabar spinach, and they're barely growing. As a matter of fact, the one that I showed you in there that's growing so well on that tree is actually this vine that grows up here, comes all the way over and all the way across, but the two that are right in front of the tree are hardly even growing. So I trimmed back a lot of the branches that was up here blocking the sun from getting to these plants. Malabar spinach really loves sun, so we moved some of those branches just a little bit ago. So hopefully here in the coming weeks, these two couple plants, actually three Malabar spinach at the end, will really begin filling in, fill up that tree on the inside. And yeah, you can see it's growing really well. We burned a path again. We just use a propane torch that's for landscaping. We got it, I believe, Harbor Freight, and they're really good price and they work very well. We burn all the paths and the grass stays dead for a few weeks, and just of course a lot of foot traffic on them. We also burn this path here that goes over to our gate, and so we don't have to worry about any pesticides or anything like that, and or ground clear or any other chemicals that we're putting in the ground out here that's going to bother any of our animals when we do use grass for mulching or for feed purposes. And eventually in time, all of our paths will either be done in urbanite, which is just broken up concrete pieces, or we will use dig some trenches in here just a few inches deep, and then backfill them with a lot of some cardboard and then a lot of hay to be a weed block. So we'll keep you guys updated on the future of our paths and how those come out. Here's a video from inside of the rabbit dome with a lot of the vines growing in. You can see the vines out here. There's some Malabar spinach right here. There's a little young one right here. Malabar spinach there. Malabar spinach there, and then one there. And then in between is a lot of the different vines growing up. As you can see, this one has just taken off. Here on the inside of the tarp, as well as all throughout. They're weaved in and out. We've had to do some of the weaving, and then it does some of it on its own. But one of the cool parts I want to show you guys is when we put this dome in, we put this tree here, and some people asked if this tree was already here and it died, but really it was a branch that we cut off from one of our front yard trees that was in the way, and then just stuck it in the ground down here. It's just buried about 4 or 5 inches, and then it's held on with a couple guy wires. That one goes right here, and there's another one back here that ties it to the frame, so the whole tree just hangs there. And the goal was that we would grow some ivies here on the outside. They'd grow up and then through and then around the main branch. And then in time, this whole branch would almost look like a tree. It would fill out with a lot of the Malabar spinach and any other vines that we had growing. So I'll show you an update of where we're at right now. Try not to step on any of the rabbits running around. So for instance, here is a vine that's coming through. It comes up, comes here to the guy wire, goes down the guy wire, and now you can see it's making its first wrap around the branch. Down here we have another vine coming through, and it's about 3.5 feet off the ground, so the rabbits are not able to reach it. And it just grows to right there, and then you can see it spiraling up and around this as well, ends right there. So in time, as this vine grows up and then every leaf it'll branch out, hopefully by the end of this year, if not definitely by next year, this whole broken branch that looks like a tree will actually fill out and will look like it's a growing tree in here. And then of course that's just for more decoration, just to make it look like there's a cool living tree. But also more importantly, we can then come in here at times and just trim or pull off some of the Malabar spinach leaves and throw them down on the ground for the rabbits to eat. So there's a couple rabbits eating off a couple tree branches, and then one over there getting some water. And so yeah, just an update on the garden space outside of the dome. Alright guys, thank you for checking us out on Mayfield Family Farm, whether it be on Facebook, YouTube, or our website, mayfieldfamily.farm. Either way, we'd love for you guys to subscribe, follow, or just check out our blogs. Thank you and take care.